How do VSync, G-Sync, and FreeSync affect PC gaming feet per second? Imagine playing your favorite game and suddenly the screen tears apart or feels sluggish. That's where these technologies come into play. They are designed to make your gaming experience smoother and more responsive. But how exactly do they impact your frames per second and overall performance? Let's break it down. VSync, or vertical synchronization, works by making your graphics card wait until your monitor finishes displaying a frame before sending the next one. This prevents screen tearing, which is when parts of two different frames show up at once. However, VSync can cause your feet per second to drop if your GPU can't keep up with the monitor's refresh rate. It also adds a bit of input lag because it forces the GPU to wait. So if your monitor refreshes at 60 times a second, VSync tries to keep your feet per second at 60. If your GPU drops below that, you might see stuttering or lag. G-Sync, which is made by NVIDIA, and FreeSync, from AMD, are adaptive sync technologies. They work by adjusting the monitor's refresh rate in real time to match your GPU's output. This means if your feet per second jumps from 50 to 70, the monitor adapts instantly. It keeps the gameplay smooth and reduces tearing without adding much input lag. That's a big plus for fast-paced games where every millisecond counts. When your feet per second stays within the monitor's maximum refresh rate, G-Sync and FreeSync give you a smoother experience without the stuttering VSync can cause. But if your feet per second exceeds the monitor's limit, G-Sync often works best with VSync turned on. This prevents tearing without sacrificing too much responsiveness. FreeSync users might enable VSync if they notice tearing, but that can increase input lag, which isn't ideal for competitive gaming. In terms of feet per second impact, VSync caps your feet per second at the monitor's refresh rate and can cause stuttering if your GPU can't deliver steady frames. G-Sync and FreeSync allow your feet per second to fluctuate more naturally, maintaining smoothness and responsiveness even when your frame rate varies. They do tend to cost more because you need a compatible monitor and graphics card, but the trade-off is a much better gaming experience. If you play fast or competitive games, G-Sync or FreeSync is usually the better choice. They help keep your gameplay fluid and reduce input lag. For older hardware or less demanding games, VSync might be enough. Proper setup, like enabling VSync only when needed and setting your maximum feet per second just below your monitor's refresh rate, can help optimize performance. So, to sum it up, VSync limits feet per second and can add lag, while G-Sync and FreeSync adapt the refresh rate to your GPU's output. This makes gameplay smoother and more responsive, especially when your frame rate isn't steady. Choosing the right technology depends on your gaming style and hardware, but knowing how they affect feet per second and performance helps you get the most out of your PC gaming experience.